Hello folks, Jürgen here, Oscar Echo 4 Juliet Hotel Whiskey. Since everyone is talking about LoRa these days, I would also like to contribute something to the topic. But I don't want to talk about LoRa APRS or Meshtastic. I want to talk about MeshCom in its version 4.0. So, what is MeshCom? Well, in a sentence, it's Meshtastic on amateur radio. MeshCom is a project for radio amateurs and developed by radio amateurs. And it's used to exchange text messages via LoRa radio modules like these LilyGo devices here on my desk. In this video, I don't want to talk about technical details about LoRa. I simply want to show you how easy it is to install the firmware, connect the app, and have fun playing with these devices. If you want to have more technical details about the project, please check the website of the Institute of Citizen Science. Link is down in the description. Let's start with a closer look at these devices. Let me zoom in a little bit. And let's start with this device, which I got a couple of days ago. This is a LilyGo 32. On Amazon you will find these things also named as LilyGo TTGo LoRa. I will put a link in the description. This will be my fixed node and gateway here at home, and I will show you how easy it is to flash the firmware. And the second device I have here is my already programmed LilyGo T-Beam. Let me open this up real quick and I'll show you what's inside. So here we have the T-Beam with a battery, and so this will be my on-the-go device. Let's see if I can bring this a little bit closer to the camera. Hopefully autofocus is working. Come on. Yeah, here we go. You see my call sign is programmed. There is a short ID JHW40. You see the MAC address, and there is no SSID at the moment because this is not hooked up to my Wi-Fi at the moment. Here we have an antenna socket, and down we have a number of buttons. There is power, there is reset, and I guess the center button has something to do with the GPIO pins or port. Okay, to set up this device I need a USB-A to micro USB cable. Let me remove this protection cover first here. Let's plug it in and boot it up. I have tried this before, to be honest, and there's already the MeshCom firmware on the device, but it doesn't matter. I show you how to flash it anyway. There are two ways. The first is on Windows using an ESP flasher, which you can download also from the Institute's website. And the second way is to use the web flasher by Oscar Echo 1 Kilo Foxtrot Radio. All links will be in the description, folks. Make sure you are using a web browser that supports web USB, like Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. On this website you can choose, let me make it a little bit bigger. So here we go. On the web page you can choose which type of release you want to download, release or pre-release. You can choose the firmware version. Let's choose the latest one, and then let me select the board. In this case it's a T-LoRa, and let's click on connect, and now you have to choose the device here. It's this one, USB single, which is paired, and I click on connect. And let's click on install LoRa. Okay, I want to erase the device. Next, and let's click on install. This will take about 2 minutes or so I will speed this up for you. So after the installation of the firmware, your device will restart and we are done. Yeah, what I forgot to tell you, this works on the 70 centimeter ham radio band, so make sure when buying they are made for 433 megahertz. So before I continue, I will install the antenna. Next thing you have to do, take your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android device, open the App Store or the Google Play Store and search for MeshCom, download it and install it. Okay, let's start with the Android app. Make sure, hey, come on, get out of here. Make sure Bluetooth is turned on. Open the app and then it's searching for Bluetooth low energy devices. And here is our node. It's called MC and some kind of hardware number. MC for MeshCom. And yeah, I want to pair it. And the code for pairing should be 6 zeros. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and say pair. And now it starts to load the configuration from the device. Yeah, it says it's an unconfigured node. Simply hit OK and then you can set your node call sign. This T-beam is set to OE4JHW-1. So let's set this to OE4JHW-2. And let's set the location. It's using the phone's location. We do not set up the Wi-Fi at the moment because I want to do it on air, so not over my internet connection. And here you can set up the APRS icons, because this thing can also do APRS. So as this will be a fixed node, let's set up which icon. I choose the house. And let's set a comment. Go LoRa 32. Time offset, yeah, we are UTC +1. The country setting is European Union. This is working on 433.175 megahertz, by the way. And next to choose is the group selection. There's a description on the web page which group is which continent or country. So for example, 2 is Europe, 3 is USA, 10 is German worldwide, 13 is English worldwide, 20 is Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the so-called DACH region, and so on and so on. In a sentence, and as far as I understand it, this is like a talk group in DMR, so you can pre-select from where you want to receive messages. If you set it to 0, you receive all messages. If you set it, for example, to 2, you will receive only messages from Europe. But please correct me if I'm wrong and write it down into the description. Further down, let's close group selections. Further down you have a menu named user buttons. I've tried this, for example, I can switch on and off the display. I guess not every button is working with every device, but please, comments down below. Here you can change the TX power, you can choose the interval of how often the phone sends the position, and in advanced settings you can clear received notes and clear text messages. So when we are done, we say save settings to node, and the device is rebooting. And now we have a call sign, OE4JHW-2. Okay, as this is now configured, let me put this into its case. I've printed. Unfortunately, I have no screws that fit into these tiny holes, but anyway, let's give it a try. Yeah, pretty neat. Let's plug it in again. Okay, this was upside down. Here we go. Well, not too shabby. Now let's see if we can hear or if we can receive any packages. Let's go to mHerd and let's wait a little bit. I mean, I'm using only this tiny little antenna. There's a very little chance to hear something. Let me put that aside for the moment and let's hook up my T-beam to the antenna up on the roof. I have to use an adapter. Come on, oh boy, I think it's easier like so. Okay, here we go. Maybe I can let me use the VGC so you have a better view, and let's fire it up. Come on, I said fire it up. And after a few seconds I receive messages over the air. Let me zoom in a little bit. So there's a message in the display. Let me zoom out again. And on the phone you can see I heard one note. This one is OE4JHW-2 and this is OE4JHW-1. So this node receives this one and vice versa. And the smartphone is connected to OE4JHW-2. And if we go to chat, you can see the messages here. There is one from Delta Golf 9 Victor Hotel -99 to Oscar Echo 1 Golf Kilo Sierra -12. And it is received via OE4JHW-1. Now let's bring back the iPhone into play. I scan for Bluetooth low energy devices. And it should find a couple of home devices. It also finds OE4JHW-1, which is that one. Let's connect. It's loading its config. This takes a while, and then we should see the same messages here. Let's go to chat, and as you can see, we see the same messages. Now let's send a message back and forward between these devices, and therefore I have to choose direct message. If you don't select direct message, you will send the message to everyone on the mesh network. If I select direct message and type a call sign, which is OE4JHW-2, not W-2, which is that one, and I send a message, hello world. And here we go. You can see it's a direct message. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Wrong direction. So you can read it better. Let me move my phones over here. And of course we can do it the other way around. If I send it to OE4JHW-1, which is this one, and I simply send, my fingers are too big, test, OK, and send, and here we go. And as I told you before, it's also doing APRS, so let's go to the APRS website and zoom in a little bit. And here you can see my call sign, OE4JHW-2. The comment says LilyGo LoRa 32, so that's this device here, and yeah, the icon is not correct for any reason. It's a space shuttle. Anyway, let's zoom in a little bit, and now you can see where I am living. And as you can see, there's a lot of traffic going on here, especially in the evening. Lots of folks from Germany and Austria are on here. Once I've seen a guy from England, and sometimes from some other countries. It would be great to have more people from other countries on the network. Let's say, for example, from Norway. Hi, Bob. Let's see what else we have here. We have seen the connect page already. We have seen the setup page already. Let's go to the info page. You can see my GPS location, the hardware, the battery is at 90%, 4.02 volts. GPS fixed position, and you can also see sensors if there are one. There is no sensor connected now. There's the firmware version, the app version. Here's the chat window again, and we have a map. You can see all the other nodes around, and let's go to Vienna. No, not that one. Let's choose Oscar Echo 1 Whiskey Bravo Charlie -12. You can select more. He is using some sensors, a humidity sensor, a pressure sensor, and so on. And let's choose another one. OE1XKR-11, that's a digipeater. Let's choose another one. Oscar Echo 1 Golf Kilo Sierra-4. He is also using a T-beam, battery level at 98%. And we can send him a direct message out from the map window. And then let's go back to the mHerd. And yeah, there's a new message. Here we can see all the nodes around I have heard on air. So we are still not connected to the internet, folks. We don't have Wi-Fi here connected at the moment. So this is all I have received on 70 centimeters so far. So let's move the iPhone aside. And I told you I want to use this device as my home node and as gateway. And to set it up as a gateway, we have to go to settings, and then we have to set up a Wi-Fi network. Okay, I have entered my Wi-Fi network and the credentials, and you see it's connected to my network. Let's zoom in a little bit. Hey, come on, yeah. My Wi-Fi network is called Aloha. Okay, now this will be my future home node and gateway. So let's quick change the antennas. Hey, come on. Hey, this is so bulky. Maybe it's easier. Oops, easier like so. Sorry. And come on. My fingers are too big. Here we go. And let's put this back into its no, I think that's the wrong side. Here we go. And yeah, I know there is no antenna connected, so let's connect it real quick, and here we go. Let's plug this in again. Let's fire it up. And it's starting up, and here we go. And so this I will take with me. I mean, not exactly this phone, but this T-beam and the phone for on the go, and that's it. And you can do a lot of more things like unified messaging, APRS messaging, for example. Once I've sent a message to Bob LB5JJ via my node, and he received it and he replied. Unfortunately, I didn't get the reply because my node was turned off. But anyway, and yeah, you can do SOTA spotting, APRS to SOTA, and you can do email via APRS link by WinLink. And I'm sure there are a lot of more things to come, so stay tuned. And again, for further information and a deeper dive into the topic, check out the website from the Institute of Citizen Science. That's ICSSW.org. So that's it for the moment, folks. I hope to read from you soon on MeshCom 73. See you. And as always, thanks for watching.